Welcome back to Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. Aiden never really dreamed about an island vacation. However, getting the image of multiple basements filled with zombies out of his head, it's next to impossible. Once he clears out his friendly neighbors, he might finally have a place he can call home. At least one that is somewhat safe. Man, where do we even get started with a battle like this? Okay, so the first thing I notice is that we have a handful of zombies, some of them pretty weak, on this dinosaur. This dinosaur is alive. This is probably going to be our first priority. There are other dinosaurs in combat, right? There's a dead dinosaur over here. It's in the shallows though, so we can get over to it and crush it down. That's pretty important. And we also have a Seats over here, which is hostile and can see us. So as we're fighting, we'll have to keep in mind. And lastly, there is a Ceratosaurus zombie over here, and it seems to be fighting a giant water scorpion. I imagine the giant water scorpion will lose that fight, but it will distract it. I don't see anything to the south yet. We do see some death over here. There is a tough zombie dead, so there's a chance that there's more over there as well. But it looks like our major priority is going to be to get these zombies off of this Apatosaurus and use the Apatosaurus to help me take out these zombies. We do have our Xion out. We have Night Eyes and Danger Sense going, so we're going to end both of those. There's no need to be doing those. Unfortunately, because of our low focus, we can't cast Wind Running, so we're going to turn off safe mode. Oh, okay. What just happened? That Apatosaurus just blasted the fucking zombie to pieces. Maybe we don't need to help this guy. He is downed. We might just wait a moment. Okay, just killed that one. And killed that one. Okay. So this zombified Seats is probably going to be our major concern then. We're going to shove it backwards. Oh, I was really hoping I would hit that tree. These guys are not going to be hostile to us. And it doesn't look like any of them are low enough HP to be a problem. However, because I shoved back to that Seats, he is now going for these guys back here. And it looks like there's a couple zombified ones back here as well. The only way I've been able to figure out which ones are zombies or not is by looking at their eyes. And there's like leaky black things on them. I actually wish that it was a little bit more obvious which ones are zombies. Wow, they moved really fast towards us. Is this thing faster than us? It's a bit slower than us. Okay, we're going back up a little bit. Oh, they're fighting each other. That's why it moved. It just yeeted the Seats all the way over here. The Apatosaurus, I think they just killed it? Question mark? No, but it's really weak now. It looks like we are joining in on a fight here. I don't know which one's going to win, the Apatosauruses or the zombies. It looks like that guy up there is going to just murder the Seats, probably. Yeah, just murdered it. Okay, so we're going to come up here and smash down that corpse. So that Seats is dead for good. I don't know if I'm saying that right. These guys just took out those few. Basically, I'm going to be helping. We're going to try and force pull this in. Back up. Behind those guys. They get a hit off on him. Wait, why did the Apatosaurus hit me? Maybe because I got in its way. I just maybe don't want to get that close to them, I guess. Okay, I'd love to get to this bot. Oh, that's unfortunate. That body's too far out. Maybe we can forehand it, though. Farhand it, though. Any of them that go down that are already zombified. Where's the actual body? There it is. Oh, that one was an actual Apatosaurus. That's a little unfortunate. We're going to farhand this body closer and then crush it. Because, okay, there's one more Apatosaurus zombie. It's all the way up there, though. We've actually not had to do as much as I thought we were going to have to. Yeah, that's unfortunate. They really yeeted this guy's body way far out. Do we have the range on this? We do not. Maybe right from right here? So close, but no. I don't really want to swim out there either. Is that all of the corpses? The only ones that are left are those. And it seems like they're going to take down that zombie over there. Just fine. Oh. I say that, but they actually... One of the Apatosauruses actually did get taken down. We're going to grab that body and pull it over here. Okay, it's this spot right there. It's the spot with the skull. That's actually easy to remember now. Okay, we're going to pull this over to land here. Okay, now that it's on land, we're going to haul it. We're going to let them do their thing for a little while back behind us. And I want to haul this over to the butchery rack. Put it on the butcher rack. Stop hauling. And butcher this. Don't take up 3 hours for a full butchery. I don't think we have the ability to do a full butchery. So I think we're just going to do a quick butchery here. Even with that, we have 66 chunks of meat, fat, 238 chunks of meat. Oh, it's just an absolutely incredible amount of stuff here. Please tell me, are any of these filled with... So we can... I don't want the blueberries. So we can fill that with meat, and then we can fill this one with meat as well. And then I think we need to take an axe somewhere here. Do we still have an axe? I don't see my axe on me anywhere. I think maybe we stored it. I'm having a hard time. Yes, there we go. Good. Fire axe. We're going to chop down one of these trees. That's a dead tree. We don't want that. That's a young tree. This will work. So we're going to chop down this tree here. And then cut this into logs. And grab the logs and put them into the kiln here. I think we can just exchange them this way. And then fire the kiln. While we're doing that, we can see if we can find a place that we can safely make a fire. We'll loot all of this later. I'm not worried about looting it right now. I want to close the curtains though, so nothing's encouraged to go in there. We'll go ahead and drop our fire axe here. Hopefully we can find a place we can... Oh, perfect, perfect. Okay, so we can start a fire there. We'll grab another log. Basically, we're in a rush now to try and get this meat cooked before it rots, because it's all gonna rot in like literally a day, right? We'll put all of that on there, and then we're just gonna come up here and grab as much of the meat as we can. Finish burning in 23 hours. How long is this meat going to last? Hard to say. Hard to say. We might waste a bunch of this, unfortunately. Let's see. We'll take the chunks of fat. We can't even carry all of that. Okay, we'll just take as much as we can. We took 61 of it, so, I mean, it's still pretty good. We're gonna come over here, close the windows, and light this fire. And we're just going to step over maybe one here. Why can't we cook the meat? Are we missing something? Oh, shit, we need a tool of cooking. Hold on. There might be one in the kitchen over here. Canning pot? Yeah. We can take that and put it over here. There we go. Cooked meat. How long is the cooked meat going to last? It'd be better if we... Only one day? That's very unfortunate. I think we need salt or something. So we're not going to be able to get a lot out of this. That sucks. I didn't remember exactly how this worked. So yeah, we're just going to honestly drop this pile. And while we're waiting for the other things, we will cook just like 5 meat, I guess. And we'll eat that. Apparently we're overheating because we're a little bit too close to that fire. Drink some water. That'll help us a little bit as well. I think we were actually hot enough that we're in pain. That's wild. And cooled off in the water there for a little bit. Let's see how the situation is going over here. This zombie has not resurrected. It'll probably be about 24 hours before it does. An arc welder would be destroyed. We could leave the arc welder behind and jump into the water there. That is not a zombie. Those are zombies. Those are corpses of aptosauruses. Okay. We're going to drag both of these back using Farhand. We'll crush one of them, and then we're going to haul the other one back. And here's my hope. My hope is that we can leave this corpse here, and we can butcher it a little bit later. And maybe we will be able to get the kiln. So we have 22 hours. So what is 22 hours from now? So it is 4 p.m. tomorrow. We need to check on this. In the meantime, we will do some looting. We have a rope here, fish bait, glow stick, placid fish traps, diving gloves. But we should check the state of this canoe down here. It has a seat. It has hand paddles. Yeah, other than a tiny bit of damage on some of the frames and the fact that it's actually in the correct direction now, these seats having 25 volume means that if we can move or even deconstruct part of this boat as well, a racing kayak, that's cool. It has a carbon fiber hull, but it's like completely fucked. If we can deconstruct some of our boat here and add it into that one, we could have a really nice higher quality kayak here. I really hope this guy doesn't just resurrect. Is there a thing I can do? Hold on. I think I can field dress this, right? Lighter and stay fresh longer. Okay, we can field dress this. So now this is, we can take this in you actually. Bloody fucking mess, but it does mean that this carcass is going to last longer, which means that if we fail to get this smoker going, which is 21 hours from now, if we fail to get the smoker going in time in order to smoke all of that meat and get like a crazy amount of very long-lasting meat going, then at least we have a corpse that we can use for the future here. Okay, let's see what else we have. We do have a bedroom. We'll probably want to cordon off those windows in that smaller bedroom. No books. There's a little bit more food in here. Not really much. Yeah, this is honestly not too bad. The island is quite large, so we have a lot of room for expansion. We already have this butchery area, and we have a dock. And as far as like where it is on the map, it's really close to the Azodi. I think we're going to spend the rest. I mean, it's almost nighttime anyways, and I don't really want to be going around at night. We're going to spend the rest of the day here, making sure that this place is in good condition. And I think we will offload a lot of our stuff here. I'm not going to really organize it yet. We're just trying to kind of like offload stuff in general. We don't really need the army bayonet anymore. I have been told to make a headlamp, so I'll probably do that here sometime soon because we won't need to carry around the heavy duty flashlights. And the candle's pretty useful, and so is the lighter. We'll keep those on us. But we're going to drop a bunch of stuff here, stuff that we don't necessarily need, and make sure that we, especially that welding wire, that was like 10 pounds worth of welding wire there. We have 68 pounds open now, and we dropped most of the stuff that we didn't need here. I think I'm going to do one more check around the island, make sure that we don't have any immediate threats. So those are just normal Aptosauruses. Those are fine. I don't think they're going to attack us. They don't care about us at all. What's going on up here? We have a bunch dead, but they're dissected or whatever. And then we have just this one over here. We could dive into the water now, but we sink. Can we dive and then try to surface? No, we can't surface. I wonder if it's because of all the gear we have on us. Hold on. Let's see what all we can take off. We can take off the backpack, canteen, sheath, Jian. Now we can do it. Pull it close enough to shore. Okay. Catch our breath. We will drown very quickly. There we go. And we accidentally pressed Shift S instead of normal S, so I quit out. But it wasn't that big of a deal. Let's put everything back on. Pull up our Jian. And that threat is dealt with. Okay, let's check. Continue checking around the island here. Make sure that we're completely good. Turn on safe mode while we kind of just do a quick run around. Then I want to move my boat somewhere easier access. There's a Aptosaurus over there. It has normal eyes, so it's not a zombie. Okay. I think we're clear. I don't see any markers for a horde anywhere nearby. So what we're going to do is we're going to spend the rest of the day here. We'll first get our boat back over. We'll just get it over to this area over here. And we'll park it just like that. That'll be perfect. And you guys don't need to see this part, but I'm going to unload all of the stuff. And I'm going to see if I can recover any of the pieces of our boats to add to the new kayak. I'll be back whenever I'm done with that. Okay, so looks like if we try and remove the wooden box, I don't know what, again, this damage percentage, I don't know if that's a % chance that we damage it or a % chance that we don't damage it. It's not exactly clear, but I do think that since this is a fairly cheap thing and we can make another one, we're going to try and remove it first. Did we manage to get it off? We did get a folding wooden frame off. So we can haul this stuff over and then we can attempt to, oh, I don't like doing this in the dark. Hold on. We'll turn on night eyes. Can we do this with just night eyes? I don't think we can. And then we will Wait, why can't we add anything to this? Oh, I bet it's because it's dark. Hold on. There we go. We're going to remember vehicle position and forget that one's position. And let's see if we can install holding wooden box. There we go. So now we have a 30, 25, 25 on there. That is a significant improvement. Can we repair this? We would need 2 super glue or 50 duct tape. What about repairing the paddles? There's nothing I can repair there. This is not even letting me do it. And then that would require, again, duct tape or super glue. I think I've mentioned it before, but there's an insanity in the Cataclysm world where whenever people use their duct tape or super glue, they just use the whole damn thing. Like, they just shove the entire bottle on things all at once. It's very funny to me. Okay. The flotation device might actually not be a terrible idea to bring with us. In fact, I'm going to grab that and put it inside the suit or the seat here, because there's a chance that that actually, like, works, right? Turn off our flashlight, and I think we will spend a decent amount of the day just inside here. I'm going to deconstruct some stuff and board up the exterior windows until we have to go to bed. As we were deconstructing stuff, we did in fact get our new insight. Instead of just applying all of your force all at once, you can apply it gradually to all movement around you, making yourself slightly faster and anything dangerous slightly slower if you can figure out the proper technique. That is very cool. That is a new thing that we will have to do. I don't know if you noticed, but we're kind of nauseous right now. It's because while I was trying to do things quickly, I accidentally used our strange black crystal, which if you already have psionic abilities, you really don't want to do, apparently. It caused me a significant amount of distress, to say the least. Well, the cooked meat here is rotten. The chunks of meat are rotten as well. So I bet if we come out here and Aiden checks the meat on the ground over here, yeah, it looks like some of it's rotten, but not as much of it as I expected. We should be able to make use of some of this. There's no way this is done yet. 3 hours. Okay. So we have to occupy 3 hours still. We do still have food, so we don't need to worry about that too much. And we can spend some of that time deconstructing some more furniture. We just need to keep an eye on the clock. There's all the windows boarded up. That's not going to be done as far as preparations go. I do want to do a little bit more than that. I want to make some, if we're going to live here any amount of time, I want to make some, oh, I actually missed the window. I want to make some defenses outside. We're missing planks. Where can we get some planks from? I don't want to take them from here because I plan on just boarding off this room because we're not going to use it. It'll give us a little bit of room. These counters are not going to give us any planks. Oh, we do still have one thing here. Okay. But anyways, I want to try and figure out some defenses outside. In the past, we would have done trenches. But I think that might be a little bit too physically involved for Aiden here. At least to make a trench deep enough, right? And this is a fairly large house. That would take us weeks to get a trench large enough to go around all of this. We don't have to worry about food, at least for a little while, because there is just water nearby. In fact, we can go ahead and refill our canteen, grab the gallon jug, fill it with some of the water nearby, and then use a desalination pellet to get it nice and clean. I don't want to pit the cattails. I want to fill the water, please. Pour into the container, and then we can use a purification tablet, and we have some clean water. There's a reason why they have recently nerfed this in experimental. I don't think it's in the 0.H yet, but in experimental, it takes more than one tablet to purify an entire thing of water, which makes sense. 2:30. I don't think it's going to be ready, but I'm just going to double check it real quick. It looks like the carcass of the Apatosaurus is still pretty fresh. We have 2 hours until that goes. I did see a notification overnight that the kayak sank, which we kind of saw coming. And I'm thinking that maybe we expand this boat outwards we make kind of like a plus shape here and add 2 extra frames to either side so we can put more storage or other utilities on it, at least until we can get some controls in order to... Oh man, all of this in here rotted. Damn, okay. Okay, we'll go ahead and remove that from there. I guess I'm not terribly surprised. We'll go ahead and move all this food out. We'll probably want to make a bonfire in the future. We can take the chunks of fat though, to be honest. We'll probably make a bonfire in the future for getting rid of rotted meat, so it's not just sitting around. I don't think it hurts us for it to be sitting around, but it is just kind of gross. Since we don't have a lot else to do, I'm gonna spend the next it's 3 o'clock now. I'm gonna spend the next hour cooking probably some cracklins, because cracklins they last a really long time, like a week or so, and we can spend exactly an hour doing it. Okay, it's 4 o'clock. Let's see. I made 49 cracklins. They'll probably go bad. It's so many that we probably will actually go bad. Okay, since it's less than an hour, we will sit down and probably just train with our psionic abilities for a second. We got momentum. That was really fast. Okay, let's reload with charcoal. Let's say 5,000. And reload with charcoal. 5,000. Is there any meat here still? Okay, that's all rotten. So we're going to grab this, haul it onto here. And then, I mean, even with a quick butchery, I need 7,000 charges of... Okay, is that really true? I need an extra 7,000? Okay, hold on. Let's only add so many then. Let's add 40? That looks like that worked. And I think we're not gonna be able to put everything on here, so let's say 20. It says that I need 600 charges for 1 liter of food. I think I can add more then. Let's add 20 more. Can we reload it with 1,000 more? We can. Okay, cool. Light up and smoke food. There we go. We can take the sinew from both of these with us back to base, because the sinew is going to give us, like, it's gonna be kind of like thread, sort of. Not really, but it is a very old kind of thread that people used to use. Okay, well, we're going to have infinite food and water for a pretty, not infinite, but like, we're gonna have food and water for a fairly long time. Even with Aiden's really high water demands, this is going to be quite a lot of water. We're going to go ahead and delete these notes and put a home note here. Since we don't really need to do much else here at the time, we have 68 pounds left. I think that it might be a good idea to head to the Edzodi and make sure that the path is clear. That might be a very good place to kind of finish for today. We're going to go ahead and drive. Am I driving? There we are. No, we're not. Oh, here we go. For some reason, only the back seat is the controls. We're going... There we go. Ah! Now that we have a longer vehicle... Ooh, this one's faster. But anyways, what I was about to say is, now that we have a longer vehicle, we're now seeing the jankiness of vehicles and vehicle movement in Cataclysm. I don't want to hit anything with this, so I think I'm just going to stop here and let go of the controls, because we can move across this water without an issue. Go ahead and just use the fast travel. What's this? Spiders. Okay. That's a concern, but not a huge concern. Dead vegetation, dead vegetation. Neither of those are big concerns. I don't see anything in the distance. Is that a mine or something? A pump station. Does appear to also be a horde nearby. We're going to go ahead and equip our weapon. I don't see much of anything. Where is... We have reached the strange fortress. We have finally, after all of this time, reached the Edzodi. Go ahead and open the front door. 3 upcycled turrets. They see us, but they're ignoring us. We're gonna turn on safe mode and close the door behind us. In fact, we will... And concerned about the situation here, Aiden does also sheath his weapon. Looks like this facility is quite large, but we do see someone here who appears to be someone, I don't know, more... He doesn't seem like a guard. He seems like he's actually part of this place. A man named Rubik, a cyborg. Oi, You ain't dead? Looking to trade? Who are you? What is this place? Us called us the Edzodi, eh? And other things. But that's no good. This is our home, such as it is. This is me Moneth is Rubik, and tasked with him trade, eh? You looking to trade? Us and a lay for the scrap. Metal and the more it be. I'm sorry. I don't understand a word you're saying. Sure as you can. At least summit. Us and I'll try to, we might parlay your Anglic, but so you can as us from other lands and all. It ain't that simple. We can use an intelligence or a perception roll here. It's like, how come you speak English or Anglic like that? Being we dock climber from old Upper Landon, this will be our way of yarkin. All in all, from our green and brown yark that is. Okay. Are you some kind of robot? Robot. What assert for it? Hold up. Stops for a moment as if thinking. Ah, an ornament? No. This'n be flesh and blood as ye be, encased in a shell o' metal wire. Not so much flesh as there were. The wire is mixed with and floats on the flesh all in one, can it? So you're some sort of cyborg. That's awesome. How do I become a cyborg? I mean, Aiden probably already knows that he's a cyborg, but is intelligent enough to be like, no. We can be a cyborg, right? Ah, well, us'll put that into key and lock if you can. Mayhap you could bring us a mite and trade, and we'll see if we can fix your goods soon. Let no Edzodi turn away a Will and Benny, so it is. Well, I've got some stuff I can trade right now. So he wants to trade with us, and then he'll turn us into a, air quotes, cyborg. So we need to kind of just trade with him for a little bit. So we need to bring stuff that is interesting to him. He obviously likes the Gian for 138 monies. What does he have to sell? He sells bionics. This is when Aiden gets really excited. He sees that this man is capable of selling bionics to him. And considering that this man's a cyborg, it is very likely that he's also capable of installing the psionics. We also see in here cataphract armor. Armor made of interlocking plates of burnished bronze. Appears to be either of a high quality recreation or a genuine artifact. Despite having an ancient design, it is mint condition aside from some battle damage. It covers from the shoulders to the hips and is of extremely high quality. This is a consideration, and it's made out of something called Thessalonian bronze, which means that we'll never be able to repair it, most likely, because we would need both bronze and armor. But if you look at the armor, it has crazy protection values, 15, 20, 10, 16, and it covers most of our arms, legs, hips, and torso. And then the helm covers the rest, eyes, mouth, and head. Although 83% of mouth means that we should never wear this helmet because we would not be able to get our stamina regeneration. And then we also have a Xiphos in here, which is an ancient Greek sword, basically a sidearm, because you're meant to use a spear. And they also have Edzodi battle rifles, which do 57 damage. Oh, that is a significant amount. We could probably put a scope and some other stuff on here. Aiden's mouth waters when he sees those battle rifles. But I do think that is there a way we can get a mission or something from him? Let's see. There's a lot of lore here. Any chance you could help me get some of those sweet bionic upgrades? Okay. So he just wants trade for now. He may be interested in doing more for us once we trade some more with him, but Aiden does walk away both incredibly excited for his future and also a little disappointed. We expected them to, I don't know, recognize us? We've been seeking the Edzodi for 30 days or so now, maybe 20, but he didn't seem to recognize us. It's almost like whatever we were supposed to do there, we're not sure when it's going to happen. Oh man, those quadrupeds, they look terrifying. Either way, we have a goal in front of us. We need to sell things to the Edzodi, and we need to sell things to the Forge of Wonders, books and weapons and ammo and guns, and we need to collect them so that we can become stronger, become something new. We can get cybernetics and magic. It's an exciting future, for sure. with that, we're going to have to end this episode here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. And if you have, please feel free to subscribe, comment below with any suggestions, and leave a like on the video. Stick around for more Cataclysm and hard video games. Goodbye.